tried to plan it. It can't happen. Whatever. RudeNation. It's your boys, the RudeBoyz, back again. Episode 118 of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. I am Sharm.
Yeah. I'll see you later, Miss Blunt. Thanks. Sorry, Emily Blunt just left.
Emily. Yeah, Tom's a little zooted, everybody. I'm pouring a nice, what you been up to drink, called the Daredevil because this episode's all about Daredevil.
And it's red.
Well, and it's red, yes.
But the bottle has a blue bottom.
Yeah, because it was the only one I had. So this is a nice Crew Supply bottle, which is a bottom screw.
That's all I'm good for is his crude supply.
Nice. Oh my gosh. This Tom, I was trying to get fucking sponsorship, and you just have to be like real close.
I know that.
That's true. All right, you know what? We're talking about Daredevil Nation. That's what's up. Tom's fucking zooted. Who's in our mouth? Thank you. Great question. This is called Daredevil. This was a drink I posted on my mixology page from Mixalot64 over on Instagram, and there's also a dog running around here. Does this dog have an alias? I forget.
It's Chloe.
Okay, Chloe. This is one of the many
Hounds of Justice.
Well, yeah, but also the house is one of Tom's witness protection houses that he has around the country, around the globe. So this is Daredevil. This is a drink I got from, I believe it's superherococktails.com. And pretty much all my comic book drinks, right. I go to there first if it's something I can whip up. Their stuff tends to be a little more crafty in the sense that like it's really like a very specific bottle of this gin or this cordial. But
fucking Tony Stark has to be such a prick.
What?
A specific type of gin.
Oh.
That would be a Tony Stark drink.
What is the Tony Stark drink?
Probably aviation.
No, I'm not saying that. But what was he a big booze hound for? Was it whiskey?
Booze.
All right.
I don't know. The pictures are always brown, so
yeah.
I always assumed whiskey.
Yeah, sure. Bourbon, probably. He'd probably be a bourbon guy.
Maybe, yeah.
But anyway, this is a Daredevil. This is Irish whiskey, 3 parts Irish whiskey, to 1 part grenadine syrup, which is pomegranate syrup, and 1 part aperol, which is a aperitif. It's a Italian wine sort of stuff. So it's got a very punchy kick. Tom's palate is usually pretty good. We'll see. We'll see what happens now.
This is gonna be an apple pie.
But the grenadine makes it pretty sweet. So clink it up. This is how it did last time. Good. What do you say, Tommy? That back end, that's the aperitif, that's the aperol. And if you're familiar with Campari, same thing. It's like, it's a liqueur that hoity-toity people drink, usually when they're ready to build up their appetite. And then you got the digestifs, which bring down the appetite, which kind of like helps you digest. So what are your thoughts, though? You don't like that back end
hitting the back of my throat.
You don't like that back end business.
It's interesting. It's a little sweet, and then it's like.
To be fair, I use like fucking Rose's grenadine, which is not really
I know
grenadine syrup. But, oh hey, yep. The beer distributor we frequent had 1 bottle of pomegranate syrup expired last January. 2 Januaries ago, technically, right?
Yes.
We're in February. Yeah, so I looked at that. The place wasn't even, like, revamped then. I don't even know whose fucking mom's liquor cabinet they got that from.
Yeah, it was by some kid. He got chased and he put it
just in. Like, oh, God. He did, like, a fucking Indiana Jones thing where he brought the grenadine and swapped it out for the, I don't know, Colt 45. Probably some O'Doul's, stupid-ass kid.
Steel Reserve.
So, thoughts?
It's tasty.
Sweet. Yep, you got the Irish whiskey, obviously, because he's a fucking Catholic boy. Irish Catholic.
Oh, that's why I feel guilty right now.
Well, listen, hey. Got a stack of Bibles, my friend. Daredevil. Daredevil's not on the podcast, but we're going to talk about Daredevil.
He couldn't find us.
Right. we know he could. Hi, puppy.
Not if he's Matt Murdock.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? But yes, we got that coming up in the episode. The episode's going to be padded with Tom chuckling to himself, which I'm going to keep in because I'm not fucking editing. I'll clean it up. But Tommy, you ready for some Blitzkrieg news? You ready?
Oh, you're actually going to help me with Blitzkrieg?
I'm pulling it up.
Well, this is a first.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
Get it out.
Woo! Yeah. Blitzkrieg news starting off in games. I'm Ron Burgundy. Nintendo closing the Wii U and 3DS eShops late 2023. Of March 2023.
Yeah, this is inevitable. Much like Thanos. He's inevitable. And
it
is what is in... Oh, don't mind if I do! Jesus Christ. It was inevitable. Let me take that again. Inevitable. Okay, good. Yeah. Here's the thing. Everything's migrated over to not everything. The eShop's where it's at. The Switch is fucking crushing it. They're cutting their losses, obviously, with those systems. Those systems are long past their prime. And, it is what it is. It sucks because there are games like old-ass virtual console games or DSiWare games that aren't gonna see the light of day ever again because they're locked to that system. So, Nation, go check out the eShops and download your heart's content. I know there's a couple virtual console games I want to get off the Wii U. And I downloaded... What did I just download? I downloaded Pokemon Crystal on the 3DS. I never actually played that.
If only you could see Chris's face every time that bone hits the floor.
Yeah, that's every day I get out of bed. What else we got, Tommy? Oh, no.
You broke me.
Hey, Street Fighter 6 was announced.
Yes, I heard.
Did you see this? You heard it? You didn't see this?
No, dude, I'm not getting excited for a Street Fighter game.
That's fair. No, you've been burned.
The nation knows.
When did you get again? Out of context, Tom. When did you get burnt? When did Street Fighter burn you as a franchise? Was it 4?
5.
Oh, 5. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh my God. That seems so long ago. That seems so long ago, though. Because you bought the basic vanilla package. And to be fair, they fooled you. They definitely fooled you. And, there she goes. And they definitely fooled you because after that, then they added the story mode and all the DLC and the characters and the fucking costumes and shit. So yeah, I don't doubt you. This trailer looks, I don't know, it's kind of dumb. It's just a quick sampling of Ryu fighting. I guess Luke is the dude's name.
This is gonna be such an interesting episode for you.
Whatever. You know what's funny? A, like I said, not editing it, and B, you'll be listening to it for the first time, so that's good.
No, this isn't like this. No. Right. This is not like the first episode we did where I was. Or no, I'm sorry. Stupid Beat. What episode was it where the Big Fight Feel?
Oh, Big Fight Feel, yeah. You were obliterated. That's true.
Yes.
But yeah, the teaser thing was like, meh, alright. It's happening. We knew it was happening.
Did it have Kenny Omega again being Cody?
No, it was just a proof of concept. It showed Ryu, all big and like fucking wide. Not like fat, but just like...
Yeah, I've heard.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And then he was facing off against Luke, I think? Skywalker from Book of Boba Fett. Pretty crazy crossover. No, Luke from, I guess he was the last DLC character in 5.
Okay.
And that was, I guess he's going to be one of the main characters in 6. Whatever. It's a thing that's happening. Another thing that's happening, Tommy, in the fighting game from Capcom is the Capcom Fighting Collection. That's coming June 24th. That's collecting 10 of
Street Fighter.
Well, I think it's got Hyper Street Fighter 2, which is the one I think that came out for Switch, like the anniversary collection or some shit. I don't remember. And like Gem Fighter, one of those games.
Oh, yep. Puzzle Fighter?
Puzzle Fighter. There's Puzzle Fighter and there's Gem Fighter.
Okay. And
they're both on there. And you got Cybots, you got Red Earth, and you got like 5 Darkstalkers games. So that's pretty cool. Hey, listen, Capcom collections are pretty good. I think they don't have all the bells and whistles some of the other collections have, but they're really good. They could be a lot worse. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
They could be a lot worse. I'm looking at you, Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Wow, you were excited for that.
I was, but like it's 3 great games. Don't get me wrong, but that's it, and the soundtracks. Like, that's it. Like, I don't know. Fucking spruce it up a little bit. Like, you know, I wasn't going to be like, oh, White Where's Galaxy 2? But, like, I don't know. Throw some, like, promotional art or something like that. Or some fun menus. Like, it was just, like, pooped out. But, hey, COVID. What else we got, Tommy? Let's keep it Blitzkrieg. Hi, puppy. Hi.
So, in comic book news.
What?
We don't have any.
Oh. Hey, Chip Zdarsky's writing Batman. I just saw that.
Really?
And he's still finishing up his run of Daredevil, so... I guess that's a thing now. You would probably know better. That writers and shit, they're just like freelance, or they can be contracted out per book. That's pretty cool.
I mean, there are some that will do an exclusive.
That's fair. But I figured Zdarsky with the stuff he's been doing recently, I was like, wow, okay. I'm surprised they didn't lock him down.
Great, another Netflix series, BioShock, or I'm sorry, a movie, BioShock into a movie. Whoa. Can't wait for another shitty Netflix video game movie.
When was the last one? You don't even know. You just made that up. Maybe adaptation. Haven't been doing good anime adaptations, so. Oh, yeah, BioShock. Oh wait. Oh no, they were doing a Resident Evil one, right? But they didn't come out yet. Right. All right. Hey, it's happening.
Great.
And they got like Pokemon and Sonic and shit like that. Yeah. Great. You'll be Tom. Netflix will be long canceled for you.
Yeah. This guy trying to talk me down to the $9.99, like he's trying to talk me down from a ledge. No, man, you need Netflix, like, Stranger Things.
You don't need Netflix. All right. What else we got? In movies. We're still in movies.
Yeah, I know. I can read. Can you?
I can normally. All right. Did you need a blind man to see where that was going?
I wish this was a video medium for that.
Especially of all episodes.
Oh my god. Trailer talk. Doctor Strange. May 16th?
Oh yeah, I don't know if that was the date or not.
I thought it said
Multiverse of Madness.
I forget May 6th. I thought I meant to look, but I didn't.
Yep. That was a great story. This new trailer, Super Bowl, big game. Sorry, can't say the superb owl. You'll get sued by the NFL. I guess. Super Bowl. Oh shit! Oh no! Well, Tommy Cash is literally
blood from a stone, motherfucker.
As I was building you up financially, if this dog goes on a tirade, then I'm gonna have to pause the episode.
She's
all right.
You better be on that cable real fast.
The new trailer. Yeah.
It looks madness.
Did you end up seeing it on a television now?
Come on.
Listen, I don't know.
Come on.
So, yeah, you get a lot of more wacky shit.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little more America Chavez. You get Scarlet Witch, full-on fucking, ready to go. A lot of, like, parallels of WandaVision and stuff like that. So, pretty cool stuff. And possibly, Tommy...
a little bald man named Charles Francis Xavier.
Professor, come on, let's give him his title. He went to some sort of school.
Yeah.
Right. No?
He lost it when he tried to bang Jean Grey.
Oh. He lost they took his doctorate away?
Yeah, they took his professorism away.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah, well, so it's him trying to...
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. Jean Grey.
Yeah, she was 15.
Oh! Hey! Take it all back! It's not... can be held in the court of law.
That's getting all the way.
I'll make a would you like a portion out of that? 100%. Yes. So, Jesus Christ. So, what do you think? Is it really going to happen? I know he's being real coy.
There's some naysayers.
Patrick Stewart, real coy, but real like wink.
Oh, it's fucking Patrick Stewart. If he's being coy, he might as well just be like, I'm gonna be rolling up in a wheelchair in the Captain Picard outfit.
There you go. Hi.
While wearing my steam top hat from Scrooged.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know.
Okay. You think it's happening? You think it's happening?
I think so. There was a theory I heard that the reason that she was able to get away from Westview and no one is because she was helped. So they were in Westview, and the reason she was able to get out was with the help of mutants. Apparently, they were in Westview there were Westviewers that were mutants.
Okay.
But she made people forget.
Okay.
So they're saying that's how possibly mutants could be introduced.
Okay. Interesting.
So
I like it.
And then there was another theory where they were saying that Tony Stark had a group of mutants like in Australia.
I remember you mentioning this. So it's happening, baby. It's happening. We know it's happening.
Fingers crossed. You ain't getting Hugh Jackman.
Listen, we got No Way Home, which I literally watched that Matt Murdock scene on YouTube, fucking bootleg, like 5 times in a row. It was so good. I remember where I was.
So good.
Good shit.
So good, so good.
I don't know what this is. What is this? Was this a segue? Was this? Are you
No.
trying? Are you trying to do?
No, that was a song.
Are you trying to do? Chip and Dale.
Nope.
Rescue No, you weren't.
No.
Oh.
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers got a trailer.
Yep. Coming out May 20th.
I don't totally hate it.
Which is very surprising.
I know.
When I saw it, I was like, "You're gonna hate this."
I think it's a lot of the nostalgia seeing the characters.
I thought this was just a Chip and Dale movie, and it wasn't gonna have any of the Rescue Rangers. I'm sure they're not gonna be in it. They're just there to kind of like bridge the gap between Rescue Rangers and this thing. But like, do you think it's cheap nowadays? Like after Ready Player One and Space Jam, like it's like, oh, we own like Warner Brothers owns all these characters. Let's just slam them together. Disney owns all these characters. Slam them all together. Like, and you think it's a little cheap?
I would like to see like Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse sitting at a bar drinking together and like
or playing or parachuting, much like Roger Rabbit, who is in this movie also.
Well, that is a Disney movie.
Yes, it is. Yes, but it bridged the gap between. You know, that's what Steven Spielberg wanted. That's what he got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have to see more. You know, of this Chip and Dale movie. What?
Talking way too long about Chip and Dale.
Let's move on. Keep it Blitzkrieg, right? Sherm? Yeah, let's do it. We're not talking about Chip and Dale anymore, Tom. We've moved on.
Okay.
It's TV time.
TV time.
Yes.
All right. You weren't giving me a signal.
You said, "Are you ready?" That was the signal.
No, I mean, you didn't remind me where we were.
Oh, so don't say you're ready. What the fuck? That's the opposite of ready. That is not ready.
I was trying to look, cool.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. What else we got? Oh, man.
Marvel Netflix shows leaving March 1st.
Which is actually is the day this episode comes out.
Yes, it is.
So, I'm sorry you missed all the Marvel Netflix shows.
Happy freedom.
Well, the rumor is, I mean, I would say that a third of all seasons and shows were good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Third? Would you say half? Like I could speak for the 3 Daredevil seasons. Those are superb.
Right.
I hate the fact that I did not see. Did I even see season 2 of Jessica Jones? I didn't even see season 2 and 3 of Jessica Jones.
Huh.
Unless the second season was that forgettable, but I don't think it would have been. No, I don't think it did.
No.
Yeah. So I've only seen, and then I watched the 1 season each of Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I don't even think I finished Punisher. I might have.
Yeah. Someone
Should I see The Defenders?
No.
It was like 6 episodes. I think I saw it. It was boring.
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty much The Defenders. So maybe you did watch it. And I guess that was it, right? That's all they did. Also, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is getting pulled off, but that's already on Disney+. So the rumor is that apparently starting March 16th, Disney Plus in Canada is putting out the Netflix shows from Canada, so it's called Poutine out. Hey, come on, dickhead.
4 stars.
Out of
4 stars.
Oh, okay, good. That's 100%.
Is it?
Yeah, 4 out of 4. Oh my God. Make a math joke. Go ahead.
I can't do math even when I'm not happy. Oh, oops.
Jesus Christ.
There it is.
I'm breaking all of it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry. They're coming back. That's it. It's happening. Especially with our boy Charlie Cox portraying Daredevil again in No Way Home, and Vincent D'Onofrio
in Hawkeye.
Yeah, I was waiting for something. All right. Yes. Moving on.
Stranger Things Season 4 will release in 2 parts. May 27th and July 1st. Season 5 will be last and maybe spin-offs.
Yep, that's pretty much it. That's what Duffy Brothers said. Moving on. Keep those great. We're done.
I don't really... honestly, I kind of fell off with Stranger Things.
Did you see Season 3?
Huh?
You saw Season 3 though, right? Yeah, Season 3 is, I think, the best season.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. Trail Dog. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. This premiered on the Super Owl.
Alright.
Oh, did I took a B out. So it's Super Owl.
Yes. Are we ordering food?
I don't know.
Alright, you got the munchies for some reason.
Lord of the Rings of Power. Looks cool. Takes what did it say? 5,000 years before the ring.
Right? Before the rings were formed, right? Or something.
So,
I don't fucking know.
It looks cool. It looks very pretty. This is Amazon's most expensive thing that they're doing, and they
better fucking get it done.
Well, all that money got shilled out to fucking
Oh no! I see where this is going.
No, to the Tolkien estate.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Peter Jackson, so you can make another 12 movies out of the Hobbits.
Oh,
all right.
My God, I don't have
buried that hatchet.
Oh no. I can be a better person and not always have to bring it up.
Fair play. What else we got, Tommy?
Still didn't need to fucking happen. Wrestling!
We got wrestling news. This happened a while ago. Fuck.
Cody and Brandy are leaving AEW.
Or have left AEW. This is pretty big, though, because it's like, they're one of the founders. 2 of the founders. Technically, there's 2 people.
Wow, Chris!
Oh, okay, take it easy.
Wow!
Listen, he's a fucking
uh-huh.
hillbilly. So what do you expect? I think less of hillbillies.
Wow!
What?
Savage mode on episode 18 of the RudeBoyz Power
118.
Plus. I said 118.
Oh, okay.
I think I did. I don't know. No
way to know. Yeah, they're leaving. Great.
Cool.
Moving on. Maybe they'll show up on WWE. Who knows? That's probably going to be the spot they go, unless they go straight up Hollywood and like
straight up Hollywood Canal, baby.
Why? Yes. Okay. What else we got?
EC3 is controlling his narrative with a new promotion.
Yep. So they're getting a TV deal.
I feel like it's gonna be like some sort of like Christian thing. Oh man, like he's got wrestling TV and evangelist.
That's pretty good. We got it.
You were impressed. I got that word. Yeah. Took a bit.
Well, no, he did the whole like he's got a couple of like little shows / they're like cinematic events or whatever like that on like fight.tv. One was, I think it was him and Cardona after he got released, or I guess they both got released, and then the second one was him and Strowman / the Titans. Alan Sherman? What is his name?
Adam Sherman.
Adam Sherman. Yeah, whatever. Hillbillies. Yeah, come at me. Tommy Cash. What else we got? Is that it? Is that it for Blitzkrieg?
That's all we got for Blitzkrieg. Thank fucking God.
Tommy, much like this red cocktail, it's much red, like ketchup. And much like the man without fear himself, Daredevil. Anyway, so let's do some RudeBoyz catch-up. Tom needs to compose himself. Speaking of Daredevil and its current scribe over at Marvel Comics, Mr. Chip Zdarsky, he once did a little Howard the Duck miniseries that I collected the omnibus for. Because, listen, you get the one and only thing I really think I read Chip Zdarsky write might have been before. Well, he's still currently writing. Yeah,
but his past stuff would be wrote.
This whole line of conversation is wrote. That's a word. Look it up.
Not in that context.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
No, it's not.
Oh no, he's heaving.
You just want me to keep busy. So
honestly, that's pretty ingenious, but no, I did not. One of the things I saw Chip Zdarsky do was this little Spider-Man comic, which I think was part of a Doctor Strange or something, where it's Spider-Man and he's talking to a spider, and the spider's like, "Oh yeah, we're not alike at all. I don't even know why you call me Spider-Man. You've got like magic powers. You should be like a magician or something like that." Very funny because I was drunk and stoned, and it reminded me of that. And I read a little bit of the Howard the Duck, a couple panels, and he writes Spider-Man. This was kind of the hook for me. Every episode I say hook, I think. My favorite.
What's the hook?
Send hook.
The hook.
What the fuck was I about to say? He did a Howard the Duck book, and he writes Spider-Man such like a dork. It's so funny to me. He's constantly, like, not constantly, but like when he shows up at the last moment and he sees somebody died or whatever like that, he breaks down immediately, and it's just very funny. I don't know why, because we're big Spider-Man fans, so seeing him kind of portrayed like this, which is kind of like psychologically the same thing. Like, he should be crying in the corner constantly. Everyone around him dies, basically. So like, he writes him like that, and it's pretty funny. I'm still working on it, so you'll hear my thoughts later in another episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. I did also read, speaking of Spider-Man,
can't wait.
Sinister War, which was just a 4-issue arc in Nick Spencer's run. It's basically he brings in the villain Kindred, which is like one of the newest big bads they have on here. Actually, it's second to no.
Was he the one you keep seeing and like hunted like?
Yes. Yeah, with the big centipede powers and whatnot.
Fucking with Mary Jane.
Yeah, fucking with basically everybody in Peter's life. He through the power centipedes, basically controls all of Spider-Man's villains. This book is absolute fluff, but it's cool to see all the villains. That's really it, And it's Mark Bagley for the most part. I'm like, yes. He basically and they're all broken up into teams. So you have Sinister Six, the Savage Six, which is. Do you want me to go through the names if I can remember?
God no.
Sinister Six is basically the original six. But instead of Vulture,
was this opposite?
It's Lizard. Yeah, no, I was like, I can do it. The Savage Six are Vulture, Stegron, Rhino, Scorpion, King Cobra. He isn't really like a. Well, no, Kraven's not an animal or man.
But he hunts them.
Well, then that's really fucked up. That is really fucked up for these animal men.
Well, they belonged with Kraven before.
And Tarantula. Tarantula is one of my favorite D-list Spider-Man rogues. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, I know exactly why. The original Clone Saga. That collection I have, Clone Genesis, like, he fights him in South America, if you can believe it. You got those ones. You have the Superior Foes. I don't know the actual name, but those are the Superior Foes of Spider-Man, which is Boomerang, Speed Demon, Hydro Man, the Dude Overdrive, and I think that's... Oh, and Shocker. Never mind. Because I think at one point they were calling themselves the Sinister Six, but there's only 5 of them. Because, like, they're losers. And then you have the Sinister Syndicate, which is all lady villains, which is Lady Octopus, Electro, female Electro, Beetle, Lady Beetle. They're all just lady villains. Ladybug. Hey! I mean, you have Ant-Man and the Wasp. So if you have Beetle and Ladybug...
Oh.
Right?
That should have been on Blitzkrieg, I think.
Oh, Ant-Man, right?
She bad.
Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
and a whole bunch of villains. That's it. Who cares? Point is, you get a whole bunch of villains for like, I don't know, 60, 70 pages, however long a fucking trade paperback is. And, yeah, it was neat. Tom, what you been up to, buddy? Nothing?
Looking
Living life?
at it.
Oh, okay. Looking at it? What are you talking about?
Just perfection.
Oh, my God.
Why do you walk into these things?
But we both watched something.
Oh,
right?
yes. Well, we both actually watched two things.
What was the first thing?
Well, Long Halloween.
Oh, yeah. I was falling asleep on that.
Okay, fine. Fuck you. It was okay.
Right. Yeah. I would have. Yeah. The book was better. It's always the case.
But the thing... Listen, guy.
I know. I can read.
Lead this guy to a fucking forest so all of a sudden he can read.
What? Why is he in a forest? Are you gonna murder me?
Because paper is made from wood, man.
Oh my God, you're out of your mind. I mean, you're not speaking lies. So, we watched Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Oh no.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker was fine. I know you had absolute zero.
I was walking into
not expectations, but zero want to see it.
Expectations.
Absolute nothing. Hi, puppy. And yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
it's seen John Cena do wacky stuff.
Yeah,
which is wrestling fans for so long. It's cool to see him do something fucking different.
That's gonna show up on recording.
Yeah, everything has shown up on recording. Oh, not that. You think that's gonna show up? Hi, puppy. Perfectly fine.
I feel very attacked this whole episode.
No, stop. Yeah, that's your paranoia. Yeah, it was perfectly fine. The end with that.
Yeah. Check out season 2 if it comes out when.
Yeah, if you see the fucking the fucking blonde, just get
no
1-way ticket.
No.
£2. Yeah, you're not gonna see that.
Because she's engaged to fucking James Gunn.
But maybe James Gunn won't. What if she's got to do a scene in a Scorsese movie?
It's the difference.
What's the difference? Oh, from seeing it in a Scorsese movie to seeing it in another kind of movie?
In a James Gunn movie.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I'll take Tarantino. I think Tarantino's a dirty boy.
Yeah, he likes feet.
Hi, puppy. Yeah, sure.
He's a weirdo.
Yeah, step to us, Quentin Tarantino. Is that it? We moving on?
Yeah.
You're watching this is live. This is live research right now. Tom's watching the trailer for, I think it's Turning Red is what it's called, the new Pixar movie.
She just murdered that person.
We are still watching that trailer. Nothing has changed. Yeah, we're at a...
Whoa!
Are you okay? You want me to pause?
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back. So much like the newest Pixar movie coming to Disney Plus, Turning Red, Ya Boyz are turning red, and not with anger or menstruation. This is we're turning red with our boy Daredevil. Well, not our boy, but one of our. Where does Daredevil fit, Tom? In your
He's
top
an allied
superheroes?
boy.
All right, in your top superheroes.
Like,
does he make the top 5? 3 might be a little tight. He seems like a top 5 at best.
I'd say
top 10.
No, well, you're asking 5.
No, we're trying to shrink it down.
You said 5. You didn't say 10.
What?
You said my top 5.
Yeah.
Not my top 10.
I said both.
Oh, because our next RudeBoyz top 10 is about Spider-Man allies.
That's correct. Yes.
That's why he did that.
Yes.
No, it's not.
No.
He did the fuck.
Oh my god.
He's trying to get me back from before.
So anyway, Daredevil came out in 1964. Yeah. You want some more?
No.
Okay. Came out in 1964. Stan Lee, obviously the scribe to Daredevil. I forget the fucking guy's name who drew him. I'd imagine it's in one of these pages that said Daredevil was created by Oh, here we go. Nope, just... This is live research. Don't they usually have like a Daredevil created by...
Daredevil? What?
Don't they usually have like a... You know, like I know like, you know, every time there's a Spider-Man book, it's like, it's created by Stan Lee and
Right.
Nico.
Right, well, yeah. That's their baby boy.
That's fair. They're probably like, yeah.
Great.
I'm pretty excited though. But Daredevil's one of those characters that had a really kind of... It's a Stan Lee origin story where a kid saves a blind kid, a guy, old man, and gets blinded by radioactive goop.
The goop!
And it makes him blind, but it heightens all his other senses, and yeah. So, pretty classic Stan Lee material, let me tell you. But Spider-Man has kind of been...
Daredevil?
Yep. Yes, obviously. I mean, Daredevil. He's been kind of just bounced around as a character, you know? Right. Yeah. Like, I don't think he really came into prominence with his own big-time self-titled comic book, but with the Frank Miller run. Right? That's the first iconic Daredevil run. And it's weird to say, like, Daredevil has iconic runs because, like, as a non-comic book fan, I forget that's, you know, like, you know, not like your Spider-Man or your Fantastic Four. Obviously, they've, you know, there were some breaks in in those titles, but like, you know, you're not gonna get. You might get a Daredevil numbered, but like, it hasn't been since 1964. I mean, Christ, Spider-Man has 2 years on him, and then like I don't know, 200 more issues because of just like, you know, it's been going on consecutively.
Right.
But Daredevil gets a lot of good runs in them. Kevin Smith. Let me see what it goes off the top of my head. Frank Miller, Brubaker, Chip Zdarsky currently. A lot of Mark Waid, Bendis. A lot of just good, solid tales with Daredevil. Daredevil's costumes, Tom. You got the black suit, that kind of like the Netflix...
that's
season 1 kind of.
That's essentially
populated.
That's what he was wearing when he saved Elektra on the college campus.
Right.
It was all black, and he took Foggy's sweater. I'm glad he was good for something.
Okay, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into cast of characters. I'm just looking at the Scott McDaniel Daredevil armor, which is 90s as fuck, and I love it because it was like, you know, like I'm pretty sure I've seen Daredevil in red, but almost like, I mean, he wasn't in Secret Wars, but like there's art of him like as the toy.
Yeah, he's giving some Gambit vibes on that cover.
Well, yeah, because he got the sweet baton staff action going on,
and the same kind of the same pattern on his leg.
Oh yeah.
And with the pink.
Yep. But this costume, I think I've seen like an action figure of, and I was like, oh, shit, that's pretty cool. So
yeah, probably came out like, it's the 90s, kid. You like armor
basically,
now.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. Look at all of them. Fuck.
Yeah. Everything had armor. Yeah, in the 90s, He-Man was wearing the most clothes I've ever seen that motherfucker wear.
And whereas, like, Invisible Woman was not wearing any clothes, basically. And this doesn't go against her powers, but yes, I understand.
Unstable molecules.
Yeah.
Go.
But then you get the all-red costume, which is pretty dope. The armor. Shadowland costume, which is kind of like this weird, like, you know, he turns more and more into a demon, basically, since he was possessed.
Yes.
By the beasts.
The Beast?
Beast with the hand. So, I mean, hand, another adversary towards Daredevil. What are some other adversaries Daredevil's got? DD. What do you call him? Hornhead? Man Without Fear?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
That's pretty much it.
You know, Red. For people who know, well, one is costume and two.
Like, yeah, okay.
Well, no, another reason people call him Red is the people that know him out of costume.
Right.
Will call him Red.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because he has red hair.
Red hair, yep.
Come on, man. Stay with me.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so Nick, talk about his hair. What are his villains, Tom?
Stiltman. The kingpin of crime, Wilson Fisk.
Who started off as a Spider-Man villain. Yeah. I didn't really... So he kind of came... So Frank
Mysterio
Miller,
did as well.
Yeah, true. Frank Miller kind of... reinvented Daredevil, Kingpin, because he was just a generic crime boss,
right?
For Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so he made it more about drugs and shit. Which, man, season 3, we'll talk about it. Other rogues.
Bullseye, big one. Bullseye, who had put so much torment on
100%.
on Daredevil, but Murdoch has gotten his fill back from Bullseye. I don't want to say too much because I do want you to read the Frank Miller.
Okay. I think I know some of it also because I was
with the gun and he's in the hospital bed.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
it's pretty fucking dark. I really want to get into a lot of these comics. So we're talking about stories real quick. We did in a previous episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. This was pre-trading the backs. Tom let me borrow
Guardian Devil.
Thank you. I was catching my breath. By Kevin Smith. Whom I also read,
and Joe Quesada.
Oh yes, whom I also read another. Well, you're a Kevin Smith fan. Who also wrote Spider-Man and Black Cat: The Evil That Men Do.
Yes,
which is also a very
dark,
risque and dark. This was really good.
Yes.
Because of the Spider-Man, not parallels, but just like the pull, the connection, which I always dug. And like we said, we'll talk about it next episode of the RudeBoyz Top 10. Here comes the doggy. That's not what the episode's called. Top 10 Spider-Man allies. Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Here comes the Mastiff.
Okay. Oh my god. They have a lot of run-ins because Manhattan's a small joint with Spider-Man basically having all of it.
But where were you guys with Spider-Man PS4?
Yeah, that's honestly the one thing about the video games.
Even the movies.
Well, yeah. The one thing about we're talking about Spider-Man now. Earlier, before Marvel really didn't care about their video game licenses, you would have a Spider-Man game with like Daredevil and Punisher and Ghost Rider and Human Torch. You would have all these characters in there. I think last time was Web of Shadows, where it was you had like Luke Cage and Wolverine in it. So, but anyway, it's not those that we're not talking about that. Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Daredevil has not been in enough video games.
You know what I was thinking about that? Like outside like the mobiles and the Lego games, he was really only in the Ultimate Alliances, and that's it.
Come on, Sony, dude, Daredevil.
He does he's in the background of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yes.
In the Shadowland stage, it's one of my favorite stages.
Yes, same.
Considering I never read the story,
it's like Mortal Kombat.
Up until recently, for this episode, actually not for this episode, I got real hype with Hawkeye and No Way Home. And I was like, yeah, I need to read some Daredevil stuff now. And what do I have? The Omnibus. A quick word about the Marvel Omnibuses. I think at one point they cared about everything chronologically, so they would put things in the proper reading order, which I think is what I have an omnibus for, but I can't remember. I truly don't remember.
Absolute Carnage?
No, that was all chopped up. What they do now, or currently, is they group them by title. So if it was, you have it's a miniseries Shadowland. That's in this part of the book, and then Shadowland, and then the Daredevil issues that are tie-ins, and then Power Man and like all of them.
If they're numbered,
yes, they're numbered. However, it doesn't go in like, oh, you should read Before the Storm #1 first, and then read Shadowland 1, and then Daredevil, and then Heroes for Hire.
Oh, Exo Swords gives you everything. Right.
Well, because how many X-Men books were there at that time?
Or still.
Right. I mean, there's way more now, but Exo Swords was... Well, it's not the X-Men podcast, but maybe one day. Soon. The whole thing I was trying to get at is I was reading Shadowland, and it was all right. I know there's better Daredevil stories out there.
Right.
And I'm excited to read those. But Shadowland was pretty big. Shadowland was like, it's the first big Marvel street level event that they were like, after, Civil War, when they're like, oh shit, let's do this.
Yeah.
The whole premise of that is that Daredevil gets approached by Matt Murdock, whomever, gets approached by the Hand to be like, listen, why don't you lead us? Because I think they went to Kingpin at one point, and then he said, "Fuck no," or maybe he lost. I don't remember. But Daredevil has the hand, so he thinks he could try to make him good. However, there's some shenanigans where he's like possessed by a beast, and that evil pushes him to kill Bullseye, who's not a good boy, and he that kind of like pushes him over the edge, and all the other street level heroes like Luke Cage and Iron Fist and Shang-Chi and Moon Knight, Ghost Rider. Spider-Man, obviously, and all the other.
Spider-Man can't get a fucking day off.
Well, honestly, Shadowland was just like, hey, that's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, fucking Mr. No Days Off.
Yeah, there you go. They all show up to be like, listen, Matt, you don't kill, and then he basically just goes like, the fuck I do, and then there's a big old fight, and then it's revealed that he's possessed by a demon because like Elektra shows up and is like, I know what's going on here. Yeah, so
Electra's like, I'm onto this bullshit.
So Shadowland is interesting because the story is fine. It's really just like a big old schmoz of characters, and then like that's it. Which I know these, well, I'm not a comic book fan, so I'm sure that's what they all are really from the end of the day. Some of the art I liked. This is my first time reading any sort of Moon Knight thing, and I really am reconsidering reading it unless the show is really cool.
Yeah. I read the Matt Fraction.
Right, which I hear is one of the best. Yeah. So, good place to start. But
still,
wherever Shadowland Moon Knight happened was not great.
But the thing is, it depends. I mean, that could have been the Matt Faction one, but he was he was just written shitty.
Yeah, because like they want to tie it into fucking Shadowland.
Exactly.
But I kind of liked his vibe. I'll put it that way. Like reading his books, no thank you. But like seeing his character, I think I'll be into that.
Watching his show, yeah.
Ghost Rider, forcibly, yeah, Clockwork Orange style. Ghost Rider comes into the picture because Kingpin summons him with some weird hand magic, and Ghost Rider is like
jerk off!
Yeah, basically. But he's like, fuck, I have to listen to Kingpin now, which I think is fucking dope. Like I think that's really cool. Who wrote? It's all over the fucking place. I don't know. Okay. But I think it's played out by one individual whose name escapes me. Sorry, buddy, but it was fine. Also reading like Ghost Rider book, like nah, I don't think so. Again, Ghost Rider's another character that I'm like, oh, you're doing really cool shit. I don't need to hear you talking right now.
I got really into Ghost Rider when he aligned with the X-Men, and then I was just like, I read a bunch of Ghost Rider books. I was like, no, I'm good.
Right. The second. Is it the second? Yes, the second arc in the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man run, which is I'm also reading. Take me a long time. Is Spider-Man and fighting the Demogoblin and fighting Ghost Rider, and of course, like Todd McFarlane's like, yeah, I'm gonna draw demons and chains and fire, man. That's not what Tulsa like, but whatever. It's more Tarantino.
Sure yeah.
Any other Daredevil stories you want to tell me about, Tom? Maybe that's not,
No.
Like,
sell one of these.
I mean, you used to be a bookseller.
Calm down.
Okay. Actually, no, it's all trash. I'll throw it away. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I can't choose. Like, I do like,
what do you got out here? Just, you want me to read it?
Are you just not reading? I am. Gimme. I would say Daredevil Visionaries Volume 2.
You're reading while it's fine.
Huh?
I saw your eyes.
No, Daredevil Visionaries Frank Miller Volume 2.
Yeah, I know what it says. Never mind. We really want to get into Daredevil, so you borrow all those. Thank you so much.
I mean, just how fucking Elektra just murks Matt's lovers.
Well, yeah, she's
not Elektra, Bullseye.
Oh, yeah, that makes a little more sense.
I like.
Well, speaking of Elektra, okay, the comic book side characters of Daredevil.
Yep.
You got Foggy Nelson, his buddy, his best friend. Not a fan of Foggy? Why not?
I don't know.
Okay.
Someone always portrayed as the fat friend.
Ooh, thank you for that. Kong in the dick.
Dick Kong.
Karen Page. You used to have a thing against blondes and
no. Hold on. Much more with Karen Page.
She's a redhead.
It depends what the porn movie was asking for at the time.
Okay, no, she's a deeply troubled woman. In the Marvel,
and she fucking sold Matt Murdock's identity for a fucking thing of heroin.
Yeah, she's an addict.
Fuck! You don't do that.
No, listen, that was Frank Miller too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go.
No, I know, and I'm not. You don't do that to your significant other.
Well, they weren't significant others.
Well, or someone you say you love.
She was on drugs, bro. She was on drugs. No, she was high.
I do not condone that.
I know. I know you don't. You know what? You're right. Honestly, Tom, you're right. I really shouldn't be forgiving addicts. We should be trying to help them. Right?
Hold on. You're trying to get to a bit, and I know.
I'm not. But the mystery of a bit is actually more fun.
You son of a bitch. Daredevil does have a rather... He's a bit of a man whore.
Daredevil gets some pussy. Were we talking about... When were we talking about this? Was I... I really tried to censor that.
You were just like, pussy.
I was talking about this on the stream, twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469. For every Wednesday, I'm playing Marvel Spider-Man.
Where?
We were talking about how much tail Spider-Man gets, and then it's like between him and Daredevil and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like, there you go. And not like Johnny Storm. Which also is a fucking... Which I just remembered this story. What the fuck is all that about?
There was a story where Dakin was staying with the Fantastic Four because he got his claws cut off or something. Okay. Something happened where he went to them for help.
Okay.
Because like after Wolverine wiped the floor with him, he like kind of like researched himself and was trying to make himself a bad person. He got hurt. Fantastic Four took him in. Apparently, Dakin and Johnny Storm ended up together for a bit.
Cool. Like that shows up randomly in my stream. So anyway, Daredevil gets a lot of tail.
I dropped knowledge, man.
All right. Daredevil.
Because you had what? You had the one that hung herself.
Right. I did.
Heather.
I researched stuff.
Yeah.
One that's in a mental institution. Yep. I don't
Typhoid
know.
Mary?
No. Also, yeah. I mean, he helps create type. Well, I don't know if she was a love interest prior to that.
Right.
But, yeah, Typhoid Mary. Yeah. He kind of fucks, bro. Like as a guilty Catholic. I mean, that's pretty vulnerable.
You go to church, you forgive him. Boom. Guess what? You go stick. You know, he goes stick it wherever he wants. Then.
Right. Yeah. He's blind. Come on. He's just trying to feel.
I mean, look, would you fault the guy if you saw him drilling a watermelon, throwing it into a microwave with some No!
Imagine if this is like some weird fucking St. Elsewhere's twist, and Daredevil's telling the story, and he never met one woman. It's all a bunch of like homeless people. Oh my god. This would not have been a thought otherwise. Let me just tell you.
St. Elsewhere?
Yeah, you know, like
St. Elsewhere was a hospital show.
Yeah. But they made it like a real weird twist ending. There was the autistic kid with the snow globe. Oh man, I'm blowing Tom's mind right now. We're all over the place, but because I'm talking about how seasons end, season 3, Daredevil, I watched that.
Yes.
It ends with the dumbest fucking like tease for
We
Bullseye.
did it!
No, that was the thing. But the post credits was people they were working on Dex, who is this universe's Bullseye. If you didn't get it. And like he's getting like cerebral implants in his spine, and the camera kind of like pans down to his face, and he's supposed to be like, you know, he's getting fucking spinal surgery, so he's probably be like, you know, sedated, unconscious or whatever. He opens his eyes, and you see a bullseye on his eye, and it's like, oh god.
Hey, you know who that is? Nudge, nudge, motherfucker!
I also said on the stream on last week's stream was the real distinct lack of quipping in a show like Daredevil.
Yes.
And I don't want to be that guy to be like, you know, quipping, who cares? But it's like, it's really noticeable when it does not happen.
Yeah, but you wanted to fuck on the stream. You were saying how you wanted fucking him to use lawyer, like lawyer jokes.
Like if he knocked somebody into a bed, right? And he knocks him out. He goes, "I rest my case."
He knocks him in a thing of hay. He goes, "You're gonna need a bailout."
Wow.
I don't know why there's hay in New York, by the way.
I'm just impressed that you remember the word Bale. Wow,
Thank you.
Wow, wait. Oh my god. Yeah, there's no quipping going on in the Netflix shows. Like he punches Dex into a seat. He doesn't have a seat. That's all. All right, I'm done.
Stop. No.
But it's really, and that's how that series ends, with that fucking phony baloney pre-2000 like dun dun dun, like fucking. Blah. But great series, great series.
Absolutely.
I really wish, and I thought they were released on Blu-ray in America. It only seems like they were released outside of America.
Really?
Yeah, because I searched high and low. I guess not really that high, or low, not like now. But yeah, I wish I had that. That's all I'm saying. Movie. There was a movie. We're going to talk about that on a future RudeBoyz Go to the Movies. Ben Affleck's Daredevil. Who directed that? Not Kevin Smith, right?
Jon Favreau?
Ooh. Yeah, wasn't he? He was a fan, right?
He was Foggy.
Oh yeah, so he was Foggy. Kevin Smith was the forensics.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Frank Miller was the priest.
Right, there was a whole bunch of different whatchamacallits, cameos of different notable Daredevil hands. That's pretty good. But yes, this movie came out, I'd have to say 2002.
Mark Steven Johnson.
Okay, never heard of him. 2002, since you already have it out.
I was looking at the directors.
Okay. You just did a live, deep dive. Hi, puppy.
2003.
2003, alright, I was off here. Yes, so paint the picture. We did a whole pre-MCU Marvel movies episode. Look it up. But this was, right after the heels of X-Men, X2, I believe, Spider-Man.
X-Men.
Yeah, Marvel stuff's running high. So here comes Daredevil. Yeah. Not Emily Blunt, but you got poor man's Julie Roberts, like you said.
Jennifer Garner!
Yep, Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck. Which is a pretty bold casting choice, I have to say.
He was a fan.
My hand is... Well, he's a fan. That's, of course you want to not do bad by the character and get someone who likes the fucking job, Puts his whole heart and soul. Or her.
I do, okay? Calm down. Stop yelling at me. I do my
yelling
best.
at you.
I'm doing my best, okay?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just... And also
Stern talking.
Michael Clark Duncan as the Kingpin, which is really cool. I dig it,
Yes.
because Kingpin is over-the-top huge man. Watching Vincent D'Onofrio in the Netflix show, he's a big man, but he's not like, he's very gangstery and not like, Kingpin. Because he's also portrayed fucking nuts, huge, into the Spider-Verse, which I'm super glad, Kingpin was the villain. Like, that's fucking dope. So, yeah, but big guy, don't get me wrong. And again, you'll hear our thoughts on the next edition of RudeBoyz Go to the Movies.
Yes.
He was also in a couple Spider-Man cartoons. He was in the Fantastic Four cartoon. The way they portray the radar vision is like nobody really Who do you think got it right? Did they really even show it in the Netflix show? Or they did weird close-ups and stuff, right? They did like a filter, okay.
Camera shake.
Right. Who do you think did the radar vision the best?
Charlie Cox in No Way Home.
Oh my god, dude! I watched that fucking clip 5, 6, 7 times before this episode.
I would say. I always feel like he would see it as red with white outline.
That's kind of how all the that's pretty much the popular portrayal of the radar
pretty
vision
much how I...
So yeah, the one in Fantastic Four is not great at all. It's just dumb. But what are you gonna do? It's fucking 90s animation, American animation. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And we talked about this off air. The sort of video games he was in. Or did we talk about that?
He was supposed to be in one. I remember there was an advertisement for one in one of my X-Men comics.
There was going to be a Daredevil game, and I forget the YouTube page, but I think it's done by Liam Robertson, I think he does like game history stuff. I think it's under Game Secrets Historian or something like that. I'm probably murdering it, but anyway, he does feature on the canceled Daredevil game, and I think I sent it your way. This was like 3 years ago or something like that.
Probably
because I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting because it was like gonna be pretty dope. But what are you gonna do?
Never see the game.
Well, you can see footage of it on YouTube, but I'm not gonna promote anyone else's YouTube other than our own. Anything else you got, Tommy?
I think we're good for Daredevil.
All right, excellent. And on that note, RudeNation, thank you for joining us. RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus in the books. Wrapped up, one would say. I don't know what I was getting with that. You're already like groaning because it's like, that was stupid. Just regardless of what you say.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we bid you a good night.
I don't know what this is. What is this? You're supposed to be like a friar or something like that? You with the curls? Like the... No? Should I just keep going?
Yeah, please.
All right, cool. We don't know what we're doing for next episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. If we ever record one, because I don't know if this keeps happening. Ooh, baby.
Oh, come on. What's life without a little chaos?
You want to do a Foo Fighters episode, Tom?
We'll talk.
Okay, cool.
But yes.
All right. I guess talk over. If you want to follow us on social media, we're on twitter.com/RudeBoyz469, facebook.com/RudeBoyz469, and instagram.com/RudeBoyz469. I would say do Insta, Twitter, and then Facebook. That's pretty much the focus these days. We have a Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469. I am in the I have free time on my hands now. So, this Wednesday, get into twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469 and watch me play an hour of Marvel Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. I had a PlayStation 5. I was like, for 15 minutes on my break, I was like, add to cart, error, 15 goddamn minutes. And what are you gonna do? It's never gonna happen. They don't exist. But I would have streamed it on that. Anyway, I'm having a good time. I think, you know what, we have said in the past, Wednesday is every day. Listen, if I get some free time, I kind of really want to play Spider-Man some more.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'll give you the heads up so you can drum it up your circles of friend groups, you know what I mean? I don't socialize with anybody, so it's cool. Was that a villain? Or was that the Emperor? All right, thank you, Emperor. Yeah, I might do that. But then that on our Twitch channel is archived to our YouTube channel.
We have YouTube?
We do, Tommy.
Shit on me.
bit.ly/RudeBoyz RudeTube. That's all lowercase. Then I talk about the podcasts. So then I say we're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn. But our home away from home, our headquarters, our Hell's Kitchen, our Shadowland, the Devil's Den, Fogwell's Gym, the bar.
My Billy Club holder.
Never back your left hand.
Idiot.
RudeBoyz.podbean.com.
I got nothing.
If you want to hit me up,
you left me speechless.
If you want to hit me up on social media, I'm at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS. Hopefully we can get this before the dog freaks out again.
I'm Tommy_Cash80, and that's Cash with a K. Bye!
Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you about what the next episode of the podcast
Didn't see this coming.
This has been a presentation of the RudeBoyz Podcast Network.
Oops.